Here we're looking at integer addition problem type 1. We've got a couple of examples to add here. -4 plus 3 and -1 plus -2. Let's look at the first example. We've got -4 plus 3. We can do this a couple of different ways. Here's one way. You can think of chips or disks here. -4 represents four negative chips, and 3 can be 3 positive chips. Recognize and understand that every positive and negative obliterate each other. A negative chip and a positive chip, they cancel each other out. So those two cancel out, these two cancel out, and these two cancel out. And so what's left over? Just one negative chip, or -1. So our final answer for -4 plus 3 is -1. Now there's another way to do this that you may have learned before or may be familiar with. Is our wonderful number line, right? We can take this problem and we could put it on a number line. Remember, we always start at 0. If we start at 0 and we just go to that first number, -4, so that's -1, -2, -3, -4. So we walk back here to -4. Then we walk +3. So from where we landed on -4, we walk positive 1, 2, 3, and where do we end up? At -1 with the same answer. So here's our second problem we were given, -1 plus -2. Again, if we use the chip idea or the disks, we've got a -1 and then a -2 more. And of course those all go together because they all kind of coincide. They're the same thing. So there's 3 of them all together and they're all negative. So that makes a -3. So that's one way to do it. If we were to look at our number line and do it that way, I'm going to put a 0 over here because I noticed all of these are negative. So I'm going to go from the 0, -1 places, and then from that -1 I'm going to go -2 more, 1, 2, and where does that end up? That ends up at the -3. So again, same answer, different technique. Whichever works for you gets you the right answer.